All right, guys. So people keep asking me, how do I keep hitting so many jackpots and bonuses? And I'm going to show you right now. So the first key thing is you have to know about the machine you're playing. So if you notice, I mostly only play Dragon Links. I don't play any other kind of machines. Like, can you see these right here? So I don't play those. I don't know nothing about those. So ways you can learn about the machine is there's one thing. This one don't have it even on it. Where's the game rules? So like this one has game rules. So what you want to do is usually they have it. Oh, here it is. Whoops. So anyway, the machine will have a button that says game rules. You can read about that, but also the main way is practice. So the more times you play one machine, the more you learn about it. So you need to get a lot of practice in order to be able to find out how to hit these bonuses. So another thing is RTP. You need to know about the return to player for the casino. So if you're no matter which casino you're in, you need to go on the website and learn how much they pay back to the player. Usually they'll pay a lower return to player. So on the lower denoms, it's like 88%, 85%, and then the higher you go, the more the RTP is. So, do you see the different colors on the machine? There's green, yellow. So the yellow ones are going to pay you probably up over 90% back. So what that means is every 100 you put in, you should get $90 back. Every 100 you put in, you're only going to get $88 back. So you have a higher chance of winning more money back the higher limits you play. So the next thing is how do you win jackpots is you want to stay in the 10% range. So if I put $100 in this machine right now, my 10% of that is only $1. So I should only be paying $1, $1.25 per spin. So you want to have so if I put 1,000 in this machine, my 10% range is $10 per spin. So that's a huge rule of thumb you want to keep when you're betting. So for example, and then also you want to see the minors. So if you push 1 cent, if you hit a minor bonus, it's only $50. If you hit a 2 cent, it's $100. If you hit a 5 cent, it's $2.50. And so you can see here on a 5 cent, it's a $1.25 a spin. You win $250. But if you push 1 cent, a dollar spin, you're only going to win $50. So it makes more sense to start at $1.25 on 5 cents a spin. The next one's $2.50. The next one's $3.75. The next one's $6.25, and then $12.50. You go up to 10 cents, it goes up to 500, and the minimum bet is actually it's 250. That's 50. The 50 is $5. So 250, $2.50. That's a $250. You're gonna get what is that? 100 spins. That's 100 spins, and you're almost guaranteed to get a bonus or a jackpot in 100 spins. Usually about 50 spins, you'll hit a bonus in. So you want to aim for getting at least 50 spins to 100 spins per session. Okay, so max bet on 1 cent is $5, right? And again, so the major 600, minis 50, minis 10. So I know this machine, but also I have a higher now $5 bet is 1250, 609, and 250. So if I would have to put $500 in this machine to be betting $5 a spin to stick to the 10% ratio, which a lot of times people don't like to do. What people like to do is put $100 in and try and get 10 or 20 spins and try and get lucky and hit, which is possible. So that can happen, but it's usually not likely. So if you're gonna take a chance, I would when I take chances, I'll go to $1 and I'll do $10 spins, or I'll do $25 spins and I'll only get a few spins. So you want to make sure you allocate, you know, gamble responsibly. You want to have enough, you want to say how much you're willing to risk. Like, how much am I willing to risk and lose at this? And then stick to that. Don't keep digging in your pockets for more, because it's usually going to turn out pretty bad. Well, another thing is that you need to know about these games is where it says lines. So it'll say 5. So the higher you go, the less lines it is, which means there's more, the jackpots are bigger. So if you go down to, let's say, a 1 cent, it'll say 50 lines. So there's more ways to win, but it pays out less. So you want to stick to like something in between, maybe 10 lines, 25 lines is okay. That's usually a good one. Let's see. And then for the top ones, it's 5 lines. So the 5 lines kind of pay out the most. So that's another good thing to be looking out for when you're playing these machines. Make sure the less lines, the higher the payout. Make sure you go and watch our videos where I show you how I'm doing all this stuff. I'm playing all these machines, and you can watch me do all the stuff I just talked about in this video. Subscribe to the channel. We're on YouTube, Rumble. I do shorts on YouTube. We do shorts on Facebook and Instagram. So subscribe to the channel.